Alright, so the day is coming to an end, and I've just been sitting I've just been sitting around the library all day. Only seen a few people come and go. It's been mostly the pizza delivery people. In fact, there's another one. They just pull in and out, they move with a sense of purpose. There's about 4 vehicles. Alright. Just gotta kind of close. I don't wanna say anything that could trip me up. I watched some illegal dumpers today, just like 15 minutes ago. I was just kind of sitting over across this back street, and because the internet reaches there too. This is a strong internet, and it's very fast too. What takes the longest to upload videos is the processing on this little iPod. A 20-minute video could go up in like 5 minutes. It's pretty impressive. But I was sitting across and saw some illegal dumpers. It was like a family, two overweight male and female, and then their little snot-nosed kids, all in a van. They pulled up, and I was wondering what they were doing. I mean, I barely seen anybody back here behind the library area, and then they just pull up and park, and then they just kind of sat in their vehicle, trying to decide if they needed to back up or whatnot, and then finally they got out and threw their trash away. I was a little shocked to see that. I was going to try to record them, but my camera is just so stupid. This iPod, I wish I had like a permanent video fix where it just stayed in video mode, because I'm constantly having to swipe over to the video mode from camera mode, and sometimes I'll do it in the wrong way, and that increases the brightness for the camera, for the photo cameras. So then the screen all turns white eventually as I'm swiping and swiping and swiping, to try to get it over to video so I can record something. That's happened many times now. It always goes back to camera. It's like after about 30 seconds, if I turn my iPod off, after 30 seconds it goes back to camera, taking pictures mode. But if I turn it on, take a video quick, then turn the camera off, and then turn it back on in less than 30 seconds or a minute, it'll still stay in video mode, and I'll go right to it. And sometimes that trips me up, and I forget that it'll stay in video mode if I don't wait very long to take another shot, and then I accidentally swipe over to the time lapse. And then I'm recording in time lapse by accident, and that's really frustrating. I'm constantly fidgeting around. So I messed up. I was going to try to record those illegal dumpers. I've seen them in the past, not in this city. This is the first time I've seen them in this city. I've seen them in Castle Rock. I've seen them in Raymond, at places I hang out. That are a little obscure, that nobody else really would hang out at. You'll see illegal dumpers come and give me some company for a couple minutes until they dump all their trash, and then they're gone. So it's happening quite a bit. These people, I don't know, they scout out the area. They send out they do some reconnaissance work to see which trash cans are being used and which aren't, and they've singled out the dumpster that's just sitting over there as their way of getting away with getting around the garbage laws. I guess maybe they're not paying for their garbage. I don't know how garbage works exactly. I know that when I used to own a home, I had to pay $15 a month, and that just started in the 90s. Garbage used to be free. It used to be part of the tax system, and then they decided to make it a separate charge or something, and it turned into $15 a month for each home, whether you throw trash out or not. And the strange thing is, I rented out the house. My first renters, I had to evict them. I chose the wrong renters. We kind of knew each other, but not really. She was just a couple years younger than me, and she just decided to start squatting in the house, and then not taking out her trash. She was leaving the trash in the garage and letting it build up. And towards the end of the eviction, when I finally got like the judgment against her, and judge said, you know, you can't stay there any longer. You got to move out immediately. There was a big pile of trash when I showed up in the garage, and she had her buddies over, and one guy who was a very intimidating guy. He's got like 40 altercations. If you look up on CCAP in Wisconsin, you look up Tim Miller. He was like, "Oh, I don't know what we're gonna do with all this trash," and I'm like, "Well, take it out to the corner. You know, I'm still paying for it. I'm still paying that $15 because I was paying a little bit like water and electricity, which is a mistake as a landlord. Don't ever pay for water or electricity. Make the tenants." Because I think that was abused. She was using more electricity than I ever have. I'm very conservative with my energy usage, and she created a big spike in my electricity bill. So that had to end. But yeah, the trash thing. I mean, This family didn't look like they're homeless. They look like they're a family, and just they look like they're out for a Sunday drive in their van. But they're transporting their trash to this dumpster. Maybe she had a baby, and they had to hide the baby in another dumpster. Maybe they got some illegal trash. You gotta wonder sometimes with these illegal dumpers, what's going on? Is it really them just trying to skirt how many pounds they're able to dump a week? Are they trying to get around that by spreading out their trash, or did they kill somebody? I don't know. I didn't look in there or anything. They acted a little strange. They're overweight though, so I don't know. Usually overweight people don't do much in the way of too suspicious of a thing, because they're just, they get tired easy. They gotta rest. They can't put a lot of effort into anything. They'll take the lazy way, and they decided to, they decided to commit. Even with me being a witness, they decided to commit to throwing this trash away because maybe they were bluffing, or they were really confident that they were just, they were doing something perfectly legal. And this dumpster, I think it's definitely got to be attached to one of those abandoned buildings. There's actually the abandoned building on each side of each other. You can kind of see it. The library is surrounded by abandoned buildings, except for the pizza place. But there's an old chiropractic place over there, and there's some other office space over there. So this area doesn't get a lot of traffic. I notice. I can hang out back here. I've slept 2 nights now, and have not had any problems. But I'm waiting for it out. I'm risking it. I don't like staying in one spot for too long, and I've been looking around a little bit at other options, but I'm just not confident. I could maybe sleep at the grocery store or something. for a couple nights. I could. I just, I see there's some strange cars over there. I think I could get away with it. I just haven't really tried. I've just been kind of sticking around here because the internet. Really like it. I can plug in. I got an outside plug-in spot. So even though the library's closed for Sunday and Monday, just making some cereal, good old tasty powdered milk cereal. I doesn't matter. I mean, there's a bathroom and water too, within a block and a half, and I can plug in. I got good electricity. I got everything I need. Water, bathroom, the bathroom. It doesn't lock or anything. It's one of those portable toilet things. And the grocery store, it's not too far. I don't want to abuse that. I got everything I could want for lazy, just relaxing, luxury, just for surviving, for basic, just lazy stuff. But I don't have a workout area. I mean, there's like property just over up there that it's kind of isolated, but the courthouse overlooks it, and I'm not too comfortable with that. It's kind of isolated. Yeah, I've walked around quite a bit, and I still haven't seen any decent spots to set up a suspension trainer. I did find some good logs if I wanted to chop another caveman club. But where to chop it, I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know where I would want to take the log. I haven't really found I would need, I could probably take it up there, but I would be making a lot of noise too. People would be alerted by that chopping noise. I need a soundproof place. I can't just carve it. I need to chop. I need to save time by chopping it. And that's part of the exercise too. But people will get alerted to that. And especially on that like abandoned open property, they hear chopping noise. And tomorrow being Monday, everybody's getting back to work. The courthouse is just over there. I can see the courthouse from the library parking lot. It's just a little too risky. So I'm once again here. I'm at a loss for exercise. It's most cities I am. There's really no decent city parks. There's one park where the bathroom's at, but I don't know if I'll really want to work out there. They had that concert there. They're just out of the blue. There was like only 3 people in the audience. It was one of them weird spontaneous concerts. But so they have electricity over there that's free to use for anybody, I guess. But exercise is another thing. I think the city relies on the state parks. Yeah, these pizza delivery guys, they are busy. There's like 5 cars? There's about 5 or 6 cars for Saturday night, for Friday night and Saturday night. And they still have a "We're hiring" sign in front. So, I heard a weird crow. A crow that lost its voice. Can you believe it? I didn't know it was possible, but I heard this faint, the weirdest, kind of like somebody playing a kazoo at a low level. The crow lost its voice. It took me a while to pinpoint it, but after like 6 crows, I looked up and finally saw it. And then it moved away, and then I really stared at it. to figure out if that was really the source of the noise. And then I didn't actually see it crow, but it moved down further, and then I heard the noise coming from that direction, so I pretty much knew it was coming from that crow. Strangest thing. That crow isn't going to get any other crow's attention. It just has no voice. It's going to have to rely on sight. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's sick. Maybe it's a disease. Yeah, it's something strange. So yeah, I mean, even being a boring day, there's still the little things that you see that just kind of pop up every so often amongst the boredom. You know, I could be, you know, there's people, there's jailbirds over there at the correctional facility. I bet life is a little more boring for those guys. West Side Pizza. There's a few girls that are delivering. They probably do it for the tips. Probably get some decent tips. Oh, there's another delivery. Yeah, they're just running back and forth. I'm just sitting here and just kind of playing on the internet. Not really doing much of anything. Trying to read this book about nursing. I also got a Twilight book. Whatever I can grab for free. I can't remember some of the places I get these books. It's mostly the Friends of the Library at the library. All libraries have a section for Friends of the Library. And you gotta pay for it, but I never do. Just grab it and go, because there's no security tape on it or whatever to alert the sensors or whatnot. So when I'm done with the book, I'll turn it back into a different library. Unless if I beat it up too much. If it's too old and I beat it up too much, then I gotta toss it. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this cereal then and just kind of get back to doing my lazy stuff.